Hi, it's John Cunningham and welcome to this month's edition of Insights, our deep dive into the property market on the Northern Beaches. Well, this is August. Who would have thought in the last 7 months that we would end up where we are right now? As the Northern Beaches' #1 residential sales and rental agency, we're always asked this same question. What's going on in the market? Why is the Northern Beaches the strongest market in New South Wales? What's going on? Well, we've done a deep dive into finding out what's really happening there and looking at the data to understand that. And what we've uncovered has been absolutely fascinating. The reality is, since 2010, the number of properties offered for sale in the marketplace has decreased between 40 and 50%. Now that's a massive number, and that goes right back to why the market is what it is, supply and demand. We have got a low supply, high demand marketplace, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. In 2019, it got down to 3,800 properties offered for sale, whereas in 2010, we're talking close to 7,500. Now, we are seeing some recovery in that in 2020. We hope to see by the end of the year at least 4,000 properties listed for sale. But that's still not helping the marketplace. When I say not helping, it's not helping first home buyers, it's not helping people in terms of mortgages. It's actually pushing prices up constantly because there's simply not the supply to meet the demand. Well, let's hope that we can get properties moving, because that's the thing that really gets the economy moving, is the transactions of properties, people moving, getting money flowing into the economy. So right now we're seeing a very strong marketplace despite what's going on. We're seeing buyers active out there non-stop, 600 viewings of properties with us last week alone, and 2,000 in the last month. That's up significantly on figures from the past. So we know this market is going to continue to go the way it's going. We just need people to start moving, and that will give more choices, more opportunities in the marketplace, and then everyone benefits as a result. Well, let's have a look at some numbers for July. 37 properties sold and 36 listed. So we've got virtually a 1-to-1 ratio, which really goes right back to looking at our days on market, which is 28 days. It's no surprise. The average out there at the moment is close to 40. So we're doing really well for our clients in that space. Having said that, over the last 12 months, 420 plus sales, and since the beginning of this year, 253. So we're tracking well ahead of where we were in 2019 and getting back to where we were in 2018 in terms of volumes. Some interesting figures on that as well. Average sale price had dipped during the middle of COVID to 155. We're now back up to 1737. So we've seen an increase in that space, and it's probably commensurate with what's happened in the marketplace in general. July was a great month for us. We look at the market share, 21% of the market share between what we call the bridge to bridge. That's the split bridge to the narrowbeam bridge. So we've really shown that the way we go about selling property, the way we look after our clients, is really having a great impact in the marketplace. What is off market? It's been very confusing for a lot of people. We actually don't call it off market, we call it on the quiet. Sales on the quiet, solds on the quiet. And the reason for that is that we're actually not wanting to confuse our marketplace. The marketplace is confused enough as it is with the terminology that real estate agents use. For us, on the quiet means a property that isn't put on the portals. It's not put out there to the general market. It's within our own website, it's on Facebook and our internal marketing systems. And also a lot of those sales are ones that are really on the quiet. In other words, we've matched a buyer with a property seller and done those sort of deals. The reality of off market is, as soon as a property is actually listed for sale with an agency agreement, with a contract, it's on the market. It's that simple. So let's not confuse it. You've probably seen our on the quiet sold signs around the place, and that's 20 to 25% of our sales every month. So it's a significant part. If you want to be part of that, please let us know, because we're matching buyers and sellers every day, and it's a very effective method of sale. On that front also, when we look at marketing, what we're looking right now is how important presentation really is. It is the keystone to a successful sale. There are 7 key selling strategies, and presentation is the first one. If you get the presentation right, you get the marketing right. And on the marketing front, you'll probably notice that we're one of the few agencies that actually uses the human element in our marketing. Now, the human element is critical. Is always astounded me the fact that every single product sold in the world has a human element selling the product, except real estate. When real estate's the most emotive product in the marketplace, it's where your home is, it's where your heart is. We understand our marketplace, and that's why emotive marketing for us is so critical in making sure that we maximise the sale price on every property that we look after. In this week's newsletter, for our clients that receive that, we've actually sent out some really interesting information about what's happening in the town planning space on the Northern Beaches. As of the 1st of July, a new state planning policy has been introduced in relation to medium density diversity planning. And what this means is that there is a whole new segment of the marketplace that had to go through the council for DA purposes to get buildings approved. Now, under the new state planning policy, you can produce a plan that, as long as it fits in with the complying development requirements, you can do that through a certifier. Now, this is what we're talking about in terms of medium density. We're talking about dual occupancies, we're talking about manor homes, we're talking about terraces, those sort of properties that are zoned specifically for medium density. But this new opportunity is something to look at. Talk to us about it, talk to your town planner, talk to a builder, but get some advice, because it really may help fast-tracking development on the Northern Beaches. On the property investment management front, we've seen 48 properties leased in the last month. We're heading over 600 this year, which is a record that we've ever seen. Why is that so? Why is the rental market so strong? Again, it's that supply and demand. We've got days on market for the first week of August down to 11 days. We've never seen that before. Rents are going up. People are competing for properties on a regular basis. And one property on Wednesday, 25 people through, 14 applications, and it went for $150 over its asking price. We didn't think we'd underpriced it. It just had that connection. The presentation was outstanding. That was the key. So if you are an investor and you're looking at making sure you maximise the value of your property, make sure you present it right. Kitchens, bathrooms, paintwork, all those things are so critical to making sure you get the absolute best return. And that's what we're here to help with, to make sure that we can guide you on this journey, both for sales, rental, buying, whatever it is, to make sure you make the right decisions. And for us, that's absolutely critical. So folks, looking forward, what's happening? Well, we're going to take a deeper dive next month and really look at those market statistics, because quite frankly, they really drive what's actually happening in the marketplace. We're going to have a really good look, and when we produce our annual report in early September, it will give some great explanations as to what's really going on out there and why. Why is the key. If you understand why things are happening, you can understand what to do and then how to execute it. So thanks for tuning in, and look forward to catching up with you next month.